What is Christmas but a time for eating extremely high calorie, extremely high fat, extremely sweet, wonderful Christmas treats? Here's a recipe for some M&M Christmas cookies. Alright, let's start these Christmas M&M cookies off right. And the way you start cookies off right is by adding 2 sticks of softened butter. Now, what's the easiest way to soften butter without it actually melting? Simple. Leave it on the counter for a couple of hours. It's not going to get bacteria. It's not going to get freaking diseases. It's not going to get mold. That stuff's fucking horseshit. Next, you want to add 1.5 cups packed brown sugar and 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. That's regular old white sugar. And you want to cream these together. Start your mixer off on a fairly low speed and then kind of work it up as the mixture gets, well, more mixed. Then, on top of that, you want to add 2.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 2 more eggs. So 2 eggs and 2.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract and cream all that together. And honestly, the biggest thing I can say about in the kitchen, the best investment is to get yourself one of these mixers. Honestly, they make life so much easier rather than having to stand there with a hand mixer or having to work it with a spoon. I mean, if you like that, if that's your thing, I mean, that's fine. But me, I'm a really lazy baker. And to me, the Christmas holiday, I shouldn't be in the goddamn kitchen baking for fucking 40 days and 40 nights. I'd like to enjoy the friends and family that I see during this wonderful festive time of the year. And this makes my life a lot easier and allows me to do it. So yeah, they're about $300. Yes, I know that's a lot of money, but honestly, get yourself one. It makes everybody's life way more easier. And when they are sufficiently creamed, they should be looking a little bit like that. Sorry, my hand's kind of in the way there. But you should be looking for a consistency like that, kind of like cake frosting. I love the guerrilla style of my cooking show, not to pat myself on the back, but look, you can see the tripod and everything. What? It's a guerrilla cooking show. Got one man doing it. Anywho, let's talk about the dry ingredients of this recipe. What you're going to want to have is 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1 teaspoon baking soda. And you're going to want to sift these dry ingredients together. And I like to do my sifting twice. It's the only real challenging part is getting them from the bowl into the sifter, but outside of that, it's not that big of a deal. It just makes sure everything is nice and mixed, and then we're ready for the adding process. Okay, now the dry ingredients are nice and sifted together. You want to slowly add them to the wet ingredients, and you want the mixer on a fairly low speed. Just add a little bit at a time, a little bit here, a little bit there. Don't add it all at once. It's just the better mixed together everything is, of course, the better cookies you have. And you know, it's Christmas time, so goddamn it, put in a little extra fucking effort. Okay, when the dough gets to be about the consistency of Play-Doh, you want to add 1.5 bags of M&Ms. And these are the Christmas M&Ms because it's Christmas time. So spend the extra buck and get the goddamn red and green M&Ms. I do make one little mistake here. Don't actually add these to the mixer. Stop the damn thing and add it yourself, because I heard a bunch of cracking and stuff, and that was the mixer breaking up the M&Ms. But cookies were still good. Alright, next step. Alright, these Christmas M&M cookies are nearing completion. You want to roll them into balls about the size of a golf ball. If you like your cookies a little bigger, obviously make the ball a little bigger, but adjust for cooking time. And but I like golf ball. Gives good sized cookies, and I got about 2 dozen using this recipe. So You want to heat your oven to 350 degrees and bake these for approximately 13 to 14 minutes or until the edges start to get golden brown. Remember, cookies will continue to cook for about 3 or 4 minutes after they've been baked because the sugar is still hot. So just pop them in the oven and I'll show you what they should look like when they're done. Okay, and these Christmas cookies are done and look delicious. So the next time your family comes on over and you want to upstage your goddamn mother-in-law, have her try these. She'll be floored.